I like that.
And Lassie. Hope that wasn't like offensive. Lassie. There we go. They're going to go with the Aussie version of it. That's Lassie. I'm going to go Bacon Base because it sounds like Tavarian, who is a regular, wants me to see Bacon Base on the donk. So, just because that makes it a lot easier to see. Bacon Base on the donk. Now, Bacon Base on the donk is for Ellie S. From YouTube, Ellie S. And Tavarian and whoever else here wants it. So LES, let's go. I don't think I've done this before. Oh, maybe I have. But anyway. Oh, but they actually want a tutorial. All right, that one, front flip. This one I think is going to be pretty much the same. The donkey has a fair bit of throttle control. So with that one, regular bunny hop, better throttle control. I'd probably just take it slowly. This one, here you probably need to do a bunny hop bigger than you need to, but because the bike's little, just practice the throttle control, because a lot of these things you kind of want to do slowly. I'm not expecting to go super fast here. There's probably going to be some obstacles that we may struggle, and with the donkey you need to use a different technique, but a lot of them will be the same. This is transitions that I talked about, one of the first lessons I do, and it really is just a nice strong transition to shift your body weight at the right time. Go and watch transitions lesson, but the donkey does pretty much still ride like the other bikes. So this one, same thing. I think you can actually go slowly here, hook yourself there, and then, yeah, just sort of pop over and do a little bunny hop. This is probably one of the first checkpoints you're going to struggle with. Verchix. All right, that one, your flap game needs to be good. So the timing here, stay seated, which on the donkey you pretty much do all the time. Accelerate 100% and probably lean backwards a little bit. And then as you get about halfway up, what you want to do is lean forward and hold the brake. What holding the brake does is when your front wheel hits, it acts like a pivot, and your momentum then swings the rest of the bike around. And then what you want to do is flap. So if you don't know, there we go. That's how to do it. So if you don't know, flapping is where you hold accelerate at 100% and rapidly tap brake. My strong suggestion is, even if you do use the triggers for the brake, use the face buttons like X on Xbox or square on PS4 for the brake to tap rapidly, just because the button allows you to press it a hell of a lot quicker. But so sit back on the bike, accelerate, lean forward, and first try. Nope. First, nope. No. 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 I might actually take my own advice here. First try. There we go. Good bit of flapping. This one, I think I'm going to take the same strat and go underneath. Yeah. Okay. I was going to stop before the checkpoint so I could do it a few times. Oh, interestingly, can I just go under here because the bike's... No. Okay. So with that, it's the exact same technique. You just have to get your power just right. So when you land off that big jump, you actually compress the suspension and your head bobs down. And what you want to do is just time it so when your head bobs down, it bobs just underneath the explosives. Because as you see, I can't just ride through here normally, but when you bounce underneath, you compress into the springs and you make it. This one... okay, so I have done this once. This next bit is one of the hardest bits. So Ellie and Tavarian or anyone else that's struggling, I suspect with just a regular transition, you can make it up to here. Right? And that's your sort of landing on a slope stuff we've talked about. It's that part that's actually the tricky bit. So tricky I can kind of stop, have a drink, scratch my face, whatever. Obvious. I reckon this donkey is one of the best, if not the best for me. I always tell people I really liked the HD donk until I realized that it was just a 50% scaled down version of the turtle. So, transition here. Throttle control. Stay seated when you get to this point. Go as far back as you can. Accelerate flat out. And what that'll do is lift the front wheel. When the front wheel lifts in the air, you just lean forward and you should be able to make it straight over. First try. Or you can actually do it. Funnily enough, doing it that way and carrying your momentum through helps you load more on the rear suspension. But if that doesn't work for you, then I think slowing down here. Slowing down here. Actually, no, it's actually more of a bunny hop. So what you need to do, you probably should actually do like a little back forward thing. Yeah, to make sure you can get onto that platform. Okay, this one here, bunny hop, land on a slope. Throttle control works just as fine on the donk. It's better than previous versions. And that's just a sort of a regrip when you're in the air. So hopefully that was easy enough, Ellie. This one I think might be challenging. I've got a very specific technique for this. So I talk about this in my detailed tutorial for the same track on the Mantis. What I do here, I sit back on the bike to lift the front wheel through that really sharp edge, because like through that sharp angle, because if you just dig your front wheel in here, it messes up everything. So lift your front wheel a little bit and then lean forward, and that gets your power down, and it should allow you, if you time it right, it should allow you to hit that second platform without having to move. Because if you move in the air or you try and jump or something, it's going to throw off your trajectory. So that's what I kind of do, is transition through that. But let me try now. Maybe I do. Hey, Wraith Vlad. Congratulations on the graduation. I am now legally required to wear the graduation hat. It's like contractual or something. I think I have to. So maybe I'm talking nonsense because I'm struggling. This might just be a really... that's okay, that's what it is. So, on the Mantis, what I do here is I kind of just... I'll do that, alright. The tip here is, as you're leaning forward, you actually want your front wheel to be a little bit... So you kind of let your bike... Yeah. Let your front wheel lift just a little bit. So I try and make sure I'm leaning forward at just the right angle. When I hit the second platform, my rear wheel stays in contact, but my front wheel is just off the ramp, and I should be able to get it all the way through. And then you just manage your rotation on the way down to make sure that you don't hit anything like that explosive. There you are. This should just be a bunny hop onto the back wheel. Yeah, not really much of a tutorial there. Try and bounce on the back wheel. There you go. This should just be a transition as well, because this is the thing with this bike, right? It requires a little bit more precision, but it's the same technique. I think you just kind of need to be good. You kind of need to be smooth, and your throttle control, because the bike's small and it's got a little bit more torque, it can just be a little bit more twitchy on the hill climb. So, Real Boy, thank you. Zamples, good to have you here. Zentricities. You already said hello. Oh, yeah, okay. Anyway, everyone's showing love. Everyone's showing love. Okay, this one I suspect it's going to be about keeping your power all the way up, because I'm finding with these transitions, yeah, I'm losing my speed. Alright, so my advice here, all the way to the back of the platform, flat out. Oh, hang on, let me figure this out and then I'll talk about it. Okay. Wow, okay, so that's tricky. So what you kind of need to do, flat out use all of the pipe here, sit down on the platform when you get to the second one, and kind of get yourself in the right position to be able to do a little bunny hop as well. I'll try and do it a few times. Yeah, so you kind of need to land it, re-establish yourself while not losing momentum. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so land in a... So yeah, I guess you make that transition, or you go up the first slamp in a leaning forward position, sit back on the bike as you make that transition and get your rear wheel in contact, and then quickly lean forward again and kind of do a little bunny hop to get over the barrel. I'll do it once more because I still don't feel like I'm explaining it too well, but you should get the idea from watching me do this a few times. So the key is you've got to just keep your momentum all the way through. Yeah, so, and like if you want, you can do it the way I just did it then. And the main thing is just trying to land safely without hitting that explosive. Don Tonelli. Don Tonelli. No, that's just playing on like really offensive stereotypes, aren't I? Hello, Don. G'day, Don. Donny. Dono. Donna Kebab. I don't know what I'd call you if you were Aussie. Yeah, delicious. I think I agree with you, man. I want the Aussie tracks to have some crazy stuff. I had some ideas and then I kind of did nothing about it, so I haven't really put any suggestions or requests through. Paul is asking, do I follow AFL or NRL? The answer is NFL. If you want to talk about NRL, feel free to talk to Greek Panther and you may understand what the Panther relates to. Oh, by the way, if there is Easter eggs in the new patch or something, don't let me know yet because I don't know about them. I've sensed something on Twitter. Oh, hey. Oops, I forgot to tell people. Damn it.
I like that.
Oh, and now I'm not saying hello to Zentricity and Ormoghevo. Welcome to the University of Trials. Who do I go for in the NFL? If Black Panther's still here, he can answer that. Alright, so the tip here. Oh, no, I've got to go to the previous checkpoint. I forgot to do a tutorial. Alright, I'm going to go back and do it. I'm going to have to now, to complicate matters, I think I have to do a front flip through here. Okay, so this is the hardest part of the lesson, is going to the checkpoint that I just missed. It's I am Imgur, or I'm going to call you I'm Junior. Oh, wow, that was a head stop. Okay, so the lesson here is... Actually, well, it is pretty much the same technique if you go watch my other video for this track. I sit through the first transition, so basically for the first ramp, I lift my front wheel up through that little section, and actually stay. God, I stay seated. I stay seated through the first one, and then transition my weight forward. And what that will tend to do is, yeah, if you lean forward after the first ramp, it'll allow you to keep and you just got to maintain your angle. Keep leaning forward, power all the way up all the ramps, and then just do a backflip. Off this one, I think doing this in one hit is going to make a lot of sense. This is the technique. So I don't know if you remember, but in my uphill obstacles lesson, I have a section of a track which is a ramp to a vertical section at the top, and the trick is that you let go. You sort of apply speed at the bottom, and then let go of the throttle, and let the momentum carry you up there. And it's the same technique. The difference here is there's a gap, but it's the same approach. So I would just keep my back wheel down as best I can as I get about halfway up the ramp. As long as I've kept my speed all the way up, which easier said than done, but if you can keep your speed on the ramp, when you're about halfway up, let go of the power, and yeah, the momentum carries you up and over. What I'm actually finding here is a little bit of a slide. Oh no, not necessarily. Yeah, just adjust your body weight and to try and carry it through the lower jump. I think this is the one that most people are going to struggle with on the donk. If anyone has done this, let me know if you disagree, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the hardest one with the donkey. Hey, Mr. Mofo. Welcome to the University of Trials. So the way that I... Hold on. Well, let me do it to show I can, and then I'll tell you about the way. Because otherwise, I sit here and... I've done this before. I'd be like, oh, so the way I do it's like this. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't work. And then I get criticism because I haven't researched or prepared. That's true. You should know me by now. I did prepare and research and write scripts and did everything really fancy. And then everyone went, I don't like those videos. We prefer the ones where you just ramble for half an hour over a track. So here we are. Yeah, so, well, anyway, the thought process I have right now is that I kind of slide. So I'm lifting my front wheel. I don't know if you see it, but my front wheel's not hitting the ramp at all. I'm lifting it just enough to get out of the way. And then what I'm trying to do is a rear wheel bounce off this barrel. But you've just got to hit it with just the right momentum and just the right angle. And you've got to have your front wheel up enough. There you go. Well, that's up and over there. Yeah, you got to get your front wheel at just the right angle to allow you to do that. Boink. So I'll do it a few more times. But yeah, so slide through that first one, and then a good hop there. And again, it's just that precision angle because you don't get much bounce off the rear wheel. Well, you don't get much bounce off the rear wheel bounce. So try and make sure you dig your wheel in like that. And that should give you enough gas to get you up and over to the next checkpoint. People are wasting their time donkeying this track because it's a challenge or a contract, right? And that's what you need to get the outfit I'm wearing, if I'm not mistaken. To get some shorts. Not some shorts. Come on, this is the Trials HD Legendary Rider shorts. The greatest past your knee length shorts you'll ever see. Alright, off this, checkpoint 16, you just want to do a big bunny hop. Land on your back wheel, don't hit the bombs. Big bunny hop, back wheel, don't hit the bombs. Throttle control to a pretty significant degree, but only want to accelerate at about 50-60% to make it up that. And for the last checkpoint, kind of lean backwards. Yeah, you want to lean backwards and try and get, you dig your back wheel into the shipping container and then lean forward, pivoting on your bike frame. And we're done. Not exactly fast, but a successful completion of Baikonur Base on the donkey. LES Tavarian, I hope that helped.